And here we are for the third figure in the wave, and I kind of jumped the gun and thought Speedy here was the fourth figure in the wave. Turned out he was third, so I did Wally first, and I had kind of forgot about Speedy, so I said Superboy was coming up next. Yeah, I lied, so there you are. Here is Speedy. You can see his collect and connect piece and some fuzz there. Inside there is a collect and connect piece, and we have our always trusty air holes. Something I pointed out in Kid Flash, you can see the card here in the background that tells us how to put it together, and here is one of the posters again. So I know I got this one from Walmart, so apparently the the Toys R Us figures do not have the poster checklist in it. Very cool figure. I liked Speedy in the episode, which he has now become Red Arrow. Speedy was only in the first episode and sporadically in the other episodes as Red Arrow, and he changed his costume. So Speedy was only in the very first episode in this costume. So I think I already said that. So we'll spin the package. And here are the other figures you can get in the wave. You can see where our Collect and Connect piece is this front part of the base, which had I paid closer attention, we would have put that together first, but hey, there you are. The figures in the wave, refer back to Aqualad, because I'm not going to read all these, but you can kind of see them there. I will talk about them in just a second here. We'll read the write-up here. Let's adjust our camera ever so slightly. And we'll read Orphan Roy Harper, trained rigorously before tracking Green Arrow down to show the Emerald Archer his skills with the bow. Arrow was impressed, and the talented teen became his ward and partner Speedy. And if you've read anything in their comics of the Young Justice, they had a very volatile friendship, partnership, if you will, even more so than, let's say, Jason Todd and Bruce, or even Dick Grayson and Bruce towards the end, that Speedy ran off on his own to become Red Arrow relatively soon. They didn't become a partner as very long. So, but what I was going to say about the figures here, that in Wave 3, I will read this, there's Stealth, Aqualad Stealth, Sportsmaster, Kid Flash Stealth, and this Robin is going to be a Robin Stealth. Now, I know they're in their stealth suits on the TV series, but why do 3 figures of the exact same? If you didn't buy the 2-pack, I would say, even though they're picturing Robin here in his normal costume, you can see it, they're going to change this to a stealth Robin. But we do not have Artemis in the line, so I would have taken out Kid Flash. And you got Aqualad here. I'm trying to think who else has been in the series. Captain Atom has recently been in the series. Or excuse me, Captain Atom. Captain Marvel, or Shazam, depending on how he's referred to, could have thrown him here. So you could have had 2 different figures rather than, I think Wally has 3, and so does Aqualad, maybe even 4 if you count the 2-pack. So there's already 2 here, plus the Walmart exclusive, plus the 2-pack, so you've gotten 4 Aqualads already. So that's just me. I would have done it a little differently. But enough rambling. Let's get Speedy out of the package, and let's take a look at him and the Collect and Connect piece. And here we are. Here is Speedy, Roy, soon to be Red Arrow, out of his package. So far, next to Robin, I really like this figure. Kind of bring him down for a closer look here. I like the head sculpt a lot. Hopefully that's not too blurry. Some days the camera wants to adjust, and other days it doesn't. So, can kind of see him there. His arrows are just a molded piece. None of them come out. It's just a solid piece that was glued onto the back here. The strap going around is just a painted on piece. His belt is part of his tunic, which is a molded on piece that's really soft like the capes. We'll pause the camera for just 1 second. There we go. Do a little adjusting so things aren't as blurry. So like I said, it's a molded on piece here. So I would say that, like Batman and Robin, his belt is a full piece, but it's also it's not painted on, but it's part of the tunic, but there is some depth to it. Unlike Aquaman's, it's just a straight painted on piece. It's got his big yellow boots here. He has the same problem that all the other ones have, not being able to sit, but as freely as his leg moved here, I think if the tunic wasn't on there, his legs may go up higher yet than the rest of them, because they feel like it's going to move a lot more than it actually is. But nevertheless, a very cool figure. I do like Speedy. I've always kind of liked the Red Arrow character. He does come with a bow. And I was going to say he does hold on to it very well. Let's try that again. Kind of got to wedge it in there some. They are not wanting to hold their accessories. And hey, you hear a phone. We're going to pause. We'll be right back. You know, I briefly thought about it for a second that, oh, I'll just reshoot that, but I'm going to leave the phone ringing in there just because, hey, sometimes life happens when you're doing reviews, and it may be something kind of funny for people to go, did I hear a phone ring? Because sometimes you're watching the reviews, and as we all try to be so professional doing these reviews, sometimes funny things just happen, and hey, there you go. Somebody go, hey, Rob's phone rang. That's funny. And it was really kind of funny for my wife to go, what are you doing? Your action figure reviews? Yes, dear. So I'm sure I am not the only one that gets has a girlfriend or a wife that kind of takes a little jab at you for playing with your action figures. But hey, you guys understand what I'm talking about. It's okay. So while on the phone with my wife, I did get Roy to hold his red bow here. Took a little finesse to do, kind of to pry some fingers back. His 2 fingers here, or actually 3 or 4 fingers. Apparently, I don't know how many fingers people have here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Pry his 4 fingers back here. They were really kind of sunk into his hand, kind of like that, to really pry him out. And there's no string on here. I believe somebody had said they didn't do that for safety reasons. I really have a hard time understanding why. There's nothing to shoot out of it. Nobody can really choke on it. It'd be easier to choke on this piece by swallowing it rather than have a full piece. But hey, who knows? So, trying to remember from the phone call, here he has this molded on thing. You know, his arms move around. Like I said, there's not a whole lot to go through with these figures. I think they're cool. They're going to look great all standing up on a line on my filing cabinet with the Hall of Justice. Speaking of which, let's move Roy out of the way here. And I already know the answer to this, but here is the Hall of Justice pieces that we have completed so far. And this stand. I don't think that stand actually goes there. Let's go to our map. Actually go to the back of Roy's box here, which I think I totally destroyed. There it is. It is the front portion of this. I don't think I can, actually. Actually, no, I don't think I'm going to. It does fit here. There is a piece here that is Superboy's piece. He is just off the side here. So I want to be able to get this piece in for Superboy. So I think I'm going to wait. I know just my luck that I'll have to really bend and pry it. It'll be easier to get the Superboy piece in here and then bring this up from the bottom. So watch a Superboy review to see more of this completed. But I think this will be really cool to have them all standing up. You kind of see the size here for not Superboy, Speedy. So we will stop the review here for Speedy. I have one more Young Justice to do. That's all I've been able to pick up so far. So stay tuned for that. And this is Rob for Rob's Rogue signing off and saying we will see you next time.